What's going on, people? It's your lovely Prince and Stigma back at it again with these late night vulnerabilities. And today I had a funny thought and I thought I'd share. Currently it's about 1 o'clock in the morning and I have to be up at around 8. So I have about 7 hours ahead of me for sleep, but you already know I'm not gonna get enough, so that sucks for me. Anyway, let me talk about what I was thinking about earlier. So, very often I think about how to make money, how to set my life up in a way I can be financially stable. Of course, I think we all try to think about stuff like that on occasion. We all have dreams initially, and some people give up on their dreams, but not me. I still have a lot of life in me. And I was thinking, I was like, what could I do to make a profit? What could I do to set myself out and reap the rewards of the harvest? And the strangest thing came to me. I didn't even expect what came to mind. Have you ever watched the movie The Truman Show? Where there's this guy, it's played by Jim Carrey. His name is Truman. And he basically was born into this Hollywood studio-esque world that's like fake. Everything is fake. It's all like props, it's all walls, it's all studio lights, it's everything. The weather's controlled, the traffic's controlled, everything is just controlled. The media, the news, everything that Truman could ever see is just controlled. And he can't distinguish reality from a fake studio set because he's got no idea what that would even mean for him. But only when the cracks start forming does he actually escape. But that's besides the point. The reason I bring up The Truman Show is because that was exactly the idea I had. I'm like, man, what if I did reality TV or some kind of like broadcast where anybody can tune in at any time and be able to just observe somebody? Isn't that strange? Just observe somebody in their natural life. It'd be like, it'd be very strange. It seems kind of unethical too. Like, you gotta question the ethical concerns of the Truman Show. Like, you're kind of imprisoning somebody and monitoring their entire life. They have essentially no privacy and no control over any of the things that happen to them because everything is scripted, right? For a good example would be the friends that he made. I forgot his name, but the friend that he has his entire life that also tries to keep him in the loop. And then there's also his forced wife. Like, he fell in love with the other girl, but they took her away because they already had somebody planned out for him. And if it doesn't go to plan, then it's that's not good. Everything has to go to plan. And I'm not exactly sure what my thinking was, why I wanted to make the Truman Show-esque in real life. It would seem very interesting, because think about it like this. Entertainment has become so saturated, I guess. We're all in our own worlds of entertainment. With the algorithms, with technology, we're all able to watch and see whatever we can even think of. There's a line from one of my favorite songs called Welcome to the Internet. It's like, anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. And it's talking about anything that you can find online. A search away, right? That's what entertainment has become in the modern age. Anything you can think of, anything you could ever want and desire, it's a click away. So how could you even begin to set apart from, or how can you even stand out in the entertainment industry when it's all so saturated, right? And the only thing I could think of is something like The Truman Show. It's like very niche. It's um, very fascinating to kind of watch somebody's life unfold and kind of be there their entire life and be able to root for them and be able to like understand them in a way that we usually can't understand each other, right? It also be very like a social thing. You'd kind of be able to talk about and project our lives through the Truman, essentially. It's just the generic name I'm going to say for these people. And I wouldn't just have one, I'd have like multiple, like studios and studio worlds, I guess, right? These sets. You know what? If I ever make a kingdom, I'm going to make the Truman Show. Why? Just because I can. Ethically, it's very morally gray. Probably not, though. It's kind of wrong in a way if you think about it long enough. Like, there's a reason we were all rooting for Truman to escape, essentially. It's because it was wrong. He literally went, like, I don't remember how many years. It's like, until adulthood, he was living in this world, and everything happened around him, and it was not really in his control. It was in the control of the producer and basically the manager of the entire set. Which, if I were to do it, that would be me. And it would definitely get a lot of attention. It would definitely get a lot of revenue, I think. And I don't know. Why would someone want to make the Truman Show, actually? I'm assuming it would take a lot of money. It would take a lot of resources. It would take a lot of time to even set up. And you would have to have, like, parents who consent to their child basically growing up in an isolation of someone else's making, someone else's world that they have no real control over. But at the same time, who's to say we're not living in the Truman Show right now? Especially if you don't really, like, get out much. It would seem that, like, because one of the biggest aspects of the Truman Show is, like, he wanted to travel. He wanted to go, I think it was Fiji. He wanted to go to Fiji and go on this, like, airplane. And everything kept, like, going wrong. It got delayed. It got, like, there was news. There was a whole bunch of, like, fear-mongering, trying to get him to give it up, essentially. And he never was able to go to Fiji. Or maybe he did at the end of the movie, but we never really saw. Who knows? Yeah. Man, I'm just kind of nerding out about the Truman Show right now, aren't I? But at the same time, I kind of want to make the Truman Show. Just kind of like reality TV where it's somebody's life 24/7. You know, it's morally questionable. It's definitely not the most ethical thing. It's crossing a lot of boundaries, in my opinion. That's saying something, too. But then again, how do you even start? How do you even set yourself apart from the entertainment industry that is right now? Everything is so personalized. Everything is so catered towards the individual that we all become essentially our own gods. How do you take somebody away from that and draw their attention to something else? Right? What are your thoughts, honestly? I've got no real clue where this was headed, but it was just something funny I wanted to share. Let's see, how much longer is this gonna be? Let's see. Oh, it's only 10 minutes in. Yeah. Let's see, what else could I go on about? Hmm. I'm drawing blanks, I'll be honest. We're just kind of here for the ride. I'm just kind of having a relaxing time. I had a very stressful day today, and I just really need to unwind. You know, when it comes to me, I think I have highs and lows when it comes to my emotions. Like some days I'll be like upbeat, I'll be energetic, I'll be hyper, I'll be kind of fun loving. And then other days I'll just be completely drained. I'll have like no energy, I'll have like no interest in anything. And I just don't really care. And it sucks when I have those kind of days too because I'm trying to get out more. I'm trying to be more social. I'm trying to like make friends, I guess. It sounds stupid because I've been alone for so long. I don't really know what it means to have a friend. At least anymore. I thought I did. I thought I had friends. I really did. But people are complicated and things happen that I have no idea why. It's kind of peculiar. So when I have those days where I'm completely beat, not really into it, it makes it very hard for me to be social because I'm faking it half the time. Like, I'm more of an introvert, and my energy runs out faster in social environments, especially with other people around, especially in bigger groups. And I just can't maintain a upbeat exterior. I can't fake it very long because I just literally lose all my energy trying to maintain a certain look, right? And that also goes for the days that I am feeling better, I'm feeling more energetic, but still, in those social environments, I still kind of get nervous, I still kind of break down, and I burn out very fast when it comes to that. It's just something I kind of wanted to get off my chest, to be honest. I wonder if anybody else feels that way. Well, I'm sure there's other introverts, but I'm sure not a lot of introverts really try to put themselves out there like I do. Maybe some do, but not all of them. And it's okay. No, we don't all have to be the same. We don't all have to do the same things. That's what makes us special. That's what makes us individual and unique. These are all good things to have. It's also something we can all kind of work for. We can work to maintain our own personalities and our own interests. Because we're all different. We're all experiencing different lives. Which really sucks when you have a whole society built on sameness and uniformity when it comes to how you're supposed to live socially and financially. Oh, everybody's supposed to go to college, everybody's supposed to get a degree, everybody's supposed to submit to their boss when they get a job, and they're supposed to climb the corporate ladder, and they're supposed to be a good little worker, right? Honestly, I'm kind of rebellious against those kind of things. Not actively, of course, I still work kind of at a corporate job in a way, with managers and regional managers and all these kind of different people coming in and out of the location, the franchise. And I'm just there, I'm just kind of, I'm technically like a higher up in a way. I'm like Like, I lead people sometimes. Not all the time. I still kind of do my job some days, and I manage people the other days. It's kind of like a switch on and off. We each take turns leading each other, and well, not everybody can do what I do. Sure, I guess. But I'm not really a fan of corporate workplaces, especially with office politics and trying to climb the ladder and doing all this extra stuff. Because I think life is meant to be way more simpler than it is right now. This simple life is not a bad life at all whatsoever. If you can manage, then honestly go for it. Honestly, what's stopping us from doing what the Amish people do and just all coming together, building houses like for families every day and growing foods and essentially cultivating a community where we all share in order to thrive. We're all in it for ourselves now, and it shows. It shows how set apart we all are from each other with our community. It sucks. Sucks how we're going about everything. Man, I got a loogie stuck in my throat here. Anyway, I mean, who's to say what we have to do in our lives, right? Shouldn't that be a choice? And especially now more than ever, some of our choices are one and done. Like, you do something one time and you have to commit to it. See, if you go to college and you go into all this debt and you spend so much time looking for a job and trying to pay off your debts, essentially, and you have to find an apartment, you have to get a side job, you have to waste all this time and energy and this money, which money is just more time you have to spend in order to, especially when you go into debt, you have to catch back up, right? That's just more time you have to spend, more time you have to waste, essentially. That's the way I see it. Money is a waste of time. I think our time is better spent cultivating more of a, I guess you could say my ideas are more communist, but no, I don't think communist is the idea. I think we should incentivize people to work, because if they don't have access to the community, and the community is more of a way to provide for everybody, in a way, right? Which, the problem is, people are greedy. Human nature is a thing. And there's always going to be people that desire and want more out of life, or want to be the head honcho, the big kahuna, right? And it definitely complicates everything. See, human nature is the big derivative of conflict when it comes to these systems. No matter what you try to put in place, there will always be contradictories when it comes to human nature. Like, you can put all these laws and all these rules in place, all these safeguards and all these checks and balances, but human nature is a burden. It is weighing us down, and it will always be there. And we have to account for it when we do these things to make a world better. So, I mean, you could agree that everybody working to help one another would be like a perfect society, and yeah, it actually would. But the only reason we can't have a society like that is because people are selfish. People are have all this desire, and not everybody can restrain themselves. And it affects other people. It affects themselves. It affects everything. And then people lose faith in the society that you've built because it doesn't work, because humans don't work. And that's every civilization ever. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't really matter what we do because it's flawed. It's always been flawed. Ever since my first video, I've mentioned how every system that humans rule, every system that humans try to put in place has always been flawed in one way or another. Whether it be what we have now, or what we've had in the past, or what we're going to have in the future. It will always fail. Yeah. This one's not going to be that much longer, I'll be honest. Maybe another 4 minutes or so. Or maybe I'll find something else to talk about for 10, but I don't know, I'm ready for bed. I gotta wake up early, and honestly, I got a couple hotties tomorrow. Oh yeah. Not really, but I don't know, love, relationships, dating. I obsess over it. I want it. I crave it, but at the same time, it seems taboo to go out and seek it or want it in the first place. Honestly, we live in the age of feminism, guys, and a man like me can't get a break. Like, everything I do is being monitored. Everything I say is under criticism and critique. My appearance, my stature, my tone of voice, my looks, and my personality are all under scrutiny every second of every day, just because I'm above average. Like, I'm tall for a man. I'm honestly taller than most men in my circle. And I mean, I'm not even that tall. I'm not even like a 6'5" freak or anything, but I'm tall. I'm above average in height, and it gets me attention, and sometimes it's unwanted attention, I'll be honest. I'm a very reserved person. I'm a very quaint person. I'm a very I don't know the exact words, but I'm very self-sufficient. There you go, self-sufficient. Like, I don't really need any, like, external validation or any kind of, like, I mean, I have God, right? God has always been there for me. I've always been able to talk to God when I need to talk to somebody. And he's always the perfect listener, too, so what do I really need a human for? Well, the thing is, humans are meant to be together. That is what God made us for, and he's put these impulses and desires within ourselves in order to procreate and create families. But he also wants us to be chaste in these things as well, in order to keep the binding of people in the flesh sacred, because without that it becomes tainted in sin, and just not a good time. There's a way I could describe it, but I'm not going to do it right now. That might be another video. I don't really have anything like that topic in the works, but yeah. Oh, I should probably mention the current state. I like to put updates as well with the channel. So currently I've posted, this was like a day or so ago, I posted the Midnight Vulnerabilities episode 1, finally, episode 1 is up there. I had to work on some of the other videos before I could upload that one, and then I uploaded the red video, which is nice. So I'm gonna weave them in between each video, each upload. So I posted the first Midnight Vulnerabilities, and then I posted the red video. I'm going to post the second Midnight Vulnerabilities, and then the blue video, and then so on and so forth. I'm going to do a standard video, and then a Midnight Vulnerabilities video, just for the new ones. So Midnight Vulnerabilities is more of a series where I just talk about whatever I want at the time, at the current time. And then I might be being too loud right now, I'll be honest. People are trying to sleep. It's 1 o'clock. Oh, dang. Let me try to keep it down a little bit, I guess. I'm getting a little loud. And now I'm gonna move back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm just gonna be uploading the Midnight Vulnerabilities in between each upload. And I'll be able to, I have a whole playlist too. I'm gonna add these videos to a playlist, the Midnight Vulnerability series. I do want to do another series later down the line. It's gonna be about reading the Bible, so look forward to that one. But yeah, I have my regular uploads, which is just like specific topics that I'm more passionate about. Because the one I'm currently, well, I'm still uploading, because the editing process sucks, dude. It's getting to me. I mean, I had a lot of time today. I probably could have done some. I don't know why I didn't. But I have a couple videos I could upload, and then I also have some more visuals to edit, to create, and I have to get the outfits ready for that, so that's fun. I'm doing these videos, the Midnight Vulnerabilities, I'm doing like about one every other night, usually. That's kind of my regular schedule. The problem is they're all like, because I can see the visuals on the computer, they're all black. They're all just black screens. So they're really hard to tell which is which. I'll be so honest with these Midnight Vulnerabilities videos. I thought it'd be so easy. I just like upload them to my computer. Which, I mean, I guess that is the easy part. But then I have to, go out and take them from the camera and put them on the computer. Which that itself is a hassle. Dang it. I said 4 more minutes and it turned into 8. Dang, man. Well, I really do need to go to bed, but I guess I did have more on my mind, huh? It's okay. Everything's okay. I'll have a chance to talk more tomorrow. And do the yellow video. I have the audio for the next, 7 videos, honestly. It's just the visuals that take forever for me to get to, because I have to get everything set up. Not looking forward to that, but I have to do what I have to do. Alright, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. I wish you a pleasant dream. I wish you a bright new day tomorrow. Feel rested and energized as you wake up from a nice slumber. A deep slumber. A slumber that comforts you, but doesn't hold you too tight. A slumber you're able to come back to every night and pick up where you left off. And above all else, I wish you to fall in love with yourself, fall in love with me, fall in love with God. Because us humans are meant to love each other We're meant to love the divine creator because we're made in his image and he loves us so. So I wish you with an open heart. I wish you with an open mind going into this future. And with all that said, good night and goodbye.